Hello and welcome to my channel, Learn to Trade. Happy Friday. Going to go over and review the 5 o'clock trade. This would be 5 o'clock Central. And then I have a little bonus trade, another little setup that I want to kind of show everybody as well. All right, so with the very basic rules again, we're going to be taking a buy trade because both pressures are pointing up. Direction is probably one of the places we want to start at the very beginning. So ATR is 10, so I'm going to double the ATR. Let's see why isn't this. Let's go here. Just refresh this. All right, let's do that again. Let's go back 5 o'clock. Just going to enter in zero 20. I don't know how that price is put in there. 0 20. And we're going to buy. So there we go. We got a buy at 20 points. Now, we're going to also go through and journal this. We're going to Control C, come over here, paste, and I believe it's going to hit my take profit. And why? So we got green on top. We have the direction. You have momentum as well. Big Mo. You do price above the pressure lines. One thing I like is this is not the first time it's trying to go up. I believe it's the second time. Second time trying to go up. And then also exhaustion. Let's go over. I'm going to just kind of review a couple of those things just in case. This is the first time joining the channel. Welcome. So, a lot of times we hear trend is our friend. And we can see that maybe with the longer term trend, it's going back with the longer term, but the shorter term trend had the momentum going down. But red kind of was on top, started to roll over around this area, started kind of pointing down. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11-ish candles. And we can see just visually that green has been on top much longer than red has been on top and pointing down. So that's one of the basic things I start to show with exhaustion. Next, try to go up maybe a little bit here, but it broke the pressure up here, and this is the second time. And when it broke through the pressure and kind of coming down and going to sell, if the selling was still happening, we probably would have had a better move down. So without it kind of breaking this low down here and kind of bouncing off that level like that, see, I think the inclination, actually the inclination decreased on the green and kind of stayed the same. So we really don't have the inclination in our favor. But once again, I think we have enough in our favor that I feel confident that it has a greater chance to hit the take profit than the stop loss. Now, do I win them all? Nope. But at a 1-to-1, we don't have to win them all. If we can start winning 55% of these trades, we're going to be very happy with the decision to become a trader. There we go. So beautiful. We really didn't lose the momentum very much there. It kind of just kept kind of creeping up, and then finally broke up. All right, one other trade that I want to go over. This is more of a longer term trade. It's one that my cousin is doing a lot of and having great success. So With that, I'd love to share it. We call it the 2x4, and this is really big on inclination, right? So we have a lot of charts. We have a day, an 8 hour, a 4 hour, a 2 hour, and a 1 hour. We're still going to have some of the rules on the clean pressure over here on the one. We're going to look for that. But once we get our rules set up over here, we're going to look back on these other charts and see if we got 2 out of 3 on the inclination. And I'll kind of go over this a little bit slower. But anytime I have somebody that's having great success with a trade plan and they're willing to share it, I want to share it as well. Let's go back. And the nice thing about this is there's 2 setups. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning or Mountain Time, which would be my 8 o'clock Central Time. So we're going to go back here. One hour. So here we go. So we still have red on top pointing down, price below. It did kind of break this level down there to get a little bit momentum, but not a lot. But when you have all the other things happening over here, so price is below. I definitely, when you're using a lot of bigger charts, I want the price to be close to the pressure or even touching the pressure. So I don't want this to be too far pushed away from the pressure. That could bring a pullback. So we got a pretty good entry that we were looking at, kind of the same stuff we're looking at over on the 1 minute here. And then we come back here, and like I said, we're looking at this thin orange, the green major, and the green pressure. And we don't really need direction here. We just want the inclination to be kinking in our favor. So here, this is direction. It's going down, right? That's going down. And see how this one's actually still going down, but how that inclination went towards the sell side. So we have 3 out of 3 over here, again, down, down. And we do have a little kink right there, but we only need 2, but we do have 3 here. Again, even this little, how that just kind of kinks towards the sell side. It doesn't have to be going down. It just has to be kind of kinking towards the sell side, but we got down, down, down. And the green major was up and it kinked down here. And I mean, we have almost everything based off these rules saying to take a trade. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm using, my entry chart is going to kind of be my 1 hour. I always use my smallest chart as my entry, and then everything back behind is just kind of building the confidence. So with this, I'm going to double the ATR as well. So now instead of those maybe littler, smaller points here, we're going to go 50. Oh, excuse me. We're going to go 100 points here, and we're going to go 100 points here. It's going to be a sell trade. Oh, actually, sorry. He does a 1 to 1.5. So we're going to go 150 here. So doubling that, and then I'm going to go 1.5 times my stop loss. So pretty amazing. He's doing this, and I think he's been winning about a 60-something%. So it's an outrageous growth curve. And let's take this one. I took this one this morning, and let's go and check out. And again, we'd want to journal this as well. Control C here. Oh, and that one hit the take profit. Nice. Have this paste. And think it's going to hit its take profit. And one of the biggest reasons is I have 3 out of 3 on every larger chart. That's amazing, right? 3 out of 3. So 1, 2, 3. I have 12. We'll just say 12 out of 12 on the larger charts. Inclination in the favor of a sell. We'll use that, and we'll kind of keep an eye on that. Maybe if we have, a higher amount, because you only need 2 out of 3. So really, you could take it if you only had 2, 4, 6, 8, and then there's a possibility of having 12. So we can keep an eye on that. Maybe use the numbers to see if there's any significance with that. So let's take this here. These are going to go a little bit longer. That's nice. Just a couple hours. Ended up hitting the take profit. Marvelous. So want to give that little bonus trade, new trade. Maybe we'll kind of look at some of these if they're set up. Again, it only has a 2 hour, 2 posts. So some days it's not going to set up. And this is actually on the US 30 or the Dow index. So a little bit different from the Euro USD, but awesome. I wanted to share that with everybody. Again, if you want to know more about this, if you want to jump in, we have these great indicators. We have great coaches that love to share their experiences and trade plans and all that great stuff. Hit me up on the comment below. If you are one of my students watching this and you have any questions about this new trade plan, also comment. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the like and the bell notification. It helps me get this out to other traders out there. Other than that, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody on Monday. Bye, everybody.